All right, the moment we've all been waiting for, we're going to learn how to play some notes on the viola. All right. Before we get started, we're actually looking at Essential Elements, page 4, which you can see I have on screen here. We have some music terms that we want to go over first. Okay, so first things first, we have the beat of the music, which is the pulse. That's our steady feeling, like this, like our heartbeat, or as the seconds go by on a clock, you can hear that tick. Those are all nice, steady beats. Okay, in music, we follow the same pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that keeps going and going throughout our music. Okay, we can count to different numbers. We don't always have to count to 4, but for now, we're going to stick with 4. Now, to play notes to make sound, we have what's called a quarter note, which is worth 1 beat of sound. We'll go over that in a second. Okay, so we can have sound, and then we can also have silence, which is designated by our quarter rest on this page. Now, a quarter rest is going to be 1 beat of silence, of nothing, right? It's just going to take up the space of a beat. We're not going to play anything. You hear silence a lot in music, especially when you hear lots and lots and lots of intense music, and all of a sudden there's a pause. There's almost like a release from all that tension. It really helps make all of that music seem even more intense or even more purposeful because we have rest, okay? Again, we'll go over that in just a second. Next, we have our music staff. It's made up of 5 lines and 4 spaces, so we can figure out all of the notes that we need to play on our viola. We have bar lines, which actually divide our music from measures. So if you look here at Let's Play Open D, we have 1 measure here. That's divided or designated by a bar line here. We have our 2nd measure designated by the next bar line. 3rd measure designated by a bar line, and our 4th measure here, okay? So these little blocks are called measures, and that's where our beats and our notes sit inside, okay? So that being said, let's see if we can try Let's Play Open D. Now, to play Let's Play Open D, we're only finding our D string on viola. We're going to put the viola in our left hand again, remember, facing away from us. We're going to bring our viola up to our left shoulder. And now we're actually just going to leave our left hand to rest on the neck like I showed you so that your fingers are hovering over the strings. Remember, we want to make sure that our hand's not facing away from us. It's facing toward us. Okay? Now take your right hand, make another L, and you're going to take that thumb and you're going to stick it at the edge of the fingerboard. Not back here by the bridge, not over here by the ribs, but on the fingerboard. And you're going to take your right pointer finger and you're going to find the D string and you're just going to lightly pull on that string to make a sound, okay? We call this in music pizzicato, okay, which is Italian, and that means to pluck the strings. So whenever you see P-I-Z-Z, period, that means pizzicato or plucking, okay? There's a different word that we'll use when we go to use the bow. So let's focus on pizzicato. We're going to try Let's Play Open D. Go ahead and put your right thumb at the edge of the fingerboard. Make sure it's there, nice and secure. Get your pointer finger touching the D string. Find D string. It's the 2nd highest string, right? Your last one's the A, so this one's D. And we're actually going to do 3 beats of sound, 3 beats of D, and then 1 beat of silence. So it's going to sound like this. Ready? And D, 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 sh. And notice on the rest, I do nothing. Okay, I don't pluck. I just let go and wait for that 1 beat. Okay? So that being said, I know it might take some extra practice. Let's try to do Let's Play Open D all the way through. So you pluck when it says D, and you rest when it shows that squiggly quarter rest, okay? All right, let's try it just for fun. Here we go. Ready, and D, 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 sh. D, 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 sh. D, 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 sh. How'd we do? It might take some extra practice, and that's totally okay. Just make sure you're only plucking D string and that you're only plucking D when it says D and that you're resting when it shows the rest, okay? All right, let's go to Let's Play Open A. It's the same thing, but now on the string right next door to your right, the A string, your highest string on viola, okay? Now you're going to keep your thumb at the edge of the fingerboard. You're going to take that pointer finger, lightly touch the A, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to play when it says A. We're going to rest when it says rest. Here we go. Ready, and A, sh. A, sh. A, sh. All right, now we can also do Two's a Team and At Pierrot's Door together. So let's try those. Two's a Team and At Pierrot's Door go back and forth between D and A. So it might be a good idea for you at home to just say it out loud. D, 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 sh. A, sh. D, D, A, D, 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 sh. Right? You can sing it or you can just say it. D, 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 right? Or you can say it and lightly point to the string you want to play. D, 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 rest. A, rest. D, D, A, D, D, D. By doing all of these things without actually making a sound on the viola, you're going to practice it so many times that by the time you do start pizzicato or you do pluck the strings, it's going to be even better. It's probably going to be a lot smoother. You're probably going to be better at it than you thought, okay? So let's try plucking Two's a Team. Do the best that you can with me. Ready? Okay, 1, 2, ready, and D, 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 go to A, go to D, 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 back to A, then D, D, D. Rest, okay? All right, that's Two's a Team. Again, you can practice that as much as you want, as many different ways as you want to, and you can do the same thing for At Pierrot's Door. You might want to say it or sing it. You might want to point to the strings, and then you'd want to play it, okay? Try to follow those 3 steps before you make a sound. But for now, let's see if we can make a sound together for At Pierrot's Door. So again, we're starting on D string, so find D. Make sure your thumb's at the edge of the fingerboard. And this time we have some measures where we don't have any rests at all, like before. So the first measure, we don't have any rests, okay? Some measures we have 2 rests. So just be careful, make sure you're always saying rest. Here we go. Ready, starting on D. Ready, and D, 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 A, D, rest, A, rest. D, D, A, D, D, rest. Now, it's okay if those were hard or challenging for you. You'll get to practice them and play them as many times as you want throughout the week before you come back to me for your next lesson. So practice, try to visit these exercises every day or every other day so that when you come back to me, you feel really confident and proud and ready to play them. Okay? All right, boys and girls, good luck.